Did you know that 75% of the fastest growing careers require STEM skills? But many students miss out on these opportunities simply because they are not prepared early enough. So if your child dreams of becoming an engineer, a scientist, a tech innovator, or they want to go into any other STEM field, they need more than just good grades. They need a clear roadmap to stand out in such a competitive field. So in this video, I will show you exactly how to set your child up for STEM success, no matter where they are starting from. Hi there, my name is Sylvia Browne. I'm the lead tutor here at the Impact Academy, and I have helped hundreds of students excel in GCSE Maths and Science to go on and pursue their dream STEM careers. Today, I'm going to share with you proven strategies to position your child for long-term success in STEM. So, why are STEM careers the future? Why STEM careers the future, and why are parents pushing STEM careers for the children, for the next generation? Well, STEM careers is in high demand across multiple industries. So things like healthcare, medicine, technology, and engineering. These are careers that are always in high demand, and they open up opportunities for innovation as well as financial security, because no matter where you go in the world, there are going to be demand for such careers. But there are challenges to getting into these fields. One being, the obvious one being that STEM fields are highly competitive. So students wanting to carve a successful STEM career will need more than just academic knowledge. They will need critical thinking skills, problem solving skills, and extracurricular experience. So today I am going to show you and talk to you about some of these key steps that you can use to help position your child for a successful STEM career. So how do we do that? What can we do to help position our children for STEM success? The first step is to understand the main pathways to STEM careers. GCSEs and A-level are the main pathways. Core subjects, of course, being maths and the sciences, so that's physics, biology, and chemistry. In terms of grade requirement, at GCSE, most STEM pathways require grades 6 to 9 in these core subjects. At A-level, ideally getting an A star, between an A star to a B in these relevant subjects, in these key subjects, is best. Now, for more competitive degrees like engineering and medicine, then top grades are non-negotiable, right? So, your child will want to be aiming for grades 8 and grades 9 in that situation. Another alternative pathway is the apprenticeship pathway. So there's STEM apprenticeships, and you can use this as an alternative to A-level or to universities, and seek courses that provide those apprenticeship opportunities. Apprentices are great because they allow students to gain hands-on experience while earning a qualification. So several years ago, when I was doing my biomedical science degree, round about that time, they start to come up with, I guess what you'll now call apprenticeship programs, but they had a sandwich course, which was an extra year where you had more hands-on experience working in the lab. And those students who were able to have that sandwich course, that hands-on experience, they just fared a lot better when they started working in the labs, in the course, not just from the technical skills, but also from that experience of being in the workplace, communicating with people, and so on and so forth. So apprenticeship pathway is a pathway that sometimes people neglect, but actually it's just as important as the traditional route, and perhaps in today's day and age, maybe even becoming more important. So definitely don't skip that. Have a look into that. There are degree apprenticeships in things like engineering, coding, or lab sciences, which is what I did. So once you have mapped out the pathway, the pathway that your child needs to get into STEM career, the next step then is you want to College London, or university with strong STEM focus and reputation like Cambridge University or Manchester University. Some colleges and some sixth forms also specialize in STEM subjects. And by doing that, they would offer excellent preparations for top universities. So even schools, so there's some schools that are science specialist schools or maths, secondary specialist schools, for instance. Also look into UCAS, look into UCAS to find resources for STEM specific programs. Now, once you know the STEM degree your child wants, you can then start planning ahead to align your child's subject choices with their goals. So does your child want to be a software engineer, a doctor, a physicist? By understanding and by knowing the career that they want to go to, that can then help tailor their academic journey, and that can help you right now, no matter what level they are, even if they're primary in school, to start thinking about what path you can help to carve out for them. The next thing in terms of helping our children be positioned for a successful STEM career is to give your child an extracurricular edge. Now, grades are of course important for these subjects, but extracurricular activities will really give your child an extra edge because they demonstrate things like initiative, passion, and problem-solving skills. And it also gives them an idea of the real world early, and they will decide, and they'll be able to decide in advance whether is this career for them or not. So, I'll give you an example. My sister went into the nursing field because she has a very caring personality, but as she started doing that and she started getting hands-on experience, she realized, oh no, actually, I don't like dealing with blood and injections and everything else that comes, many other things that comes with being a nurse. And so she ended up went into more of a caring field. So she realized that she preferred a career where she could retain that caring element without all of the blood and everything else to do with nursing. So that hands-on experience early, it's really, really helpful. How can you do that? How can you help your child, give your child that extracurricular activity? Well, encourage them to join, depending on what they want to get into, of course, things like coding clubs, after school clubs, science fairs. Some schools do science fairs, even if it's once a year, still very helpful, depending on what you can get into. Robotic competitions, things like STEM workshops, summer camps, online platforms that offer hands-on experience. There's so many things out there. Even something as simple as museum is a great start. By being able to take part in some of these activities, they would really help the students stand out in university applications, apprenticeship applications, especially for the more competitive careers. I know, medicine, for instance, very, very long, it's always been competitive, and they always wanted you to show more than just grades. They wanted you to show that that you're well-rounded. Step 3 is to develop skills beyond the classroom. I cannot stress how important that is. It is super, super important. So many parents chase grades and they miss the other things that help the child to become a well-rounded individual. Now, STEM careers demand more than just academic, as I said. So they look for those soft skills, those communication skills, teamworking skills, problem solving skills. These are all really crucial for thriving in this collaborative environment. So encourage your child to do things that will help bring these skills out of them, that would help them become well-rounded individual. So, you know, working on projects, joining debate clubs, participating in leadership roles. And that could be, for instance, one of our students who was in a program for about 2 years, finished his GCSE last year, did really well in his maths and his science, and went on to do A-level in the sciences and maths, started helping the younger students in his school with their maths. So that is a leadership position, right? Having that on your resume, having that on your CV is really fantastic, because by doing that, you would have learned so much. But you could also help them in things like just practicing presenting ideas clearly and confidently, whether in class or at home. So pick them up on it, and you know, and that would help them become their best selves. So a couple of things to just be aware of then when trying to help position your child for a successful STEM career. One, overemphasis on grades alone. As I said, grades are important, but they also need to be well-rounded. So skills, develop certain skills and other experiences carry just as much weight as grades. But secondly, waiting too long to start exploring STEM. STEM is one of those fields that it's just very hands-on. And so the earlier you start exploring it, having experience that early, you'll know that actually I like this, or I don't like this, or I like part of this, and actually this is really what I want to go into, right? The more confidently you actually feel pursuing these careers. So here's something that you can do when you finish watching this video. Sit down with your child, explore one STEM-related activity that they can start doing this week or next week, whether it's a coding lesson, a science project, or signing up for a robotics workshop, just so that they can start having that hands-on experience. Now, if you want to find out how one of our students, Emmanuel, jumped up to 2 grades in his GCSE Maths and Science and positioned himself on an engineering degree at Cambridge, then there'll be a video coming up that you can watch. So that's all for this video. I hope it's been helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.